Good morning, everybody. Let's talk about No-Edge, the only alternative construction technology for climbing shoes. And it is a technology which is an exclusive of La Sportiva. In the last 2 years, we have been preparing an entire line of No-Edge climbing shoes for Spring-Summer 2024. No-Edge, what is it? The sole, instead of being just in the lower part of the shoe and finishing with an edge on the end of that, comes up following the vertical profile of the foot, which is obviously rounded, is not squared, and it goes until the upper part of the shoe. With this kind of construction, the shape of the shoe retraces the one of the foot, making the shoe a tool much more ergonomic if compared to traditional ones. More, the sole is very thin, and so the foot is very close to the footholds, almost in direct contact with them. That's why the sole deforms much better and it adapts in a better way to the infinite shapes where you stand, making you feeling everything in a much better way. So at the end, with No-Edge shoes, you can have a much more natural, sensitive, fluid and fine kind of climbing. Let's go into the No-Edge line that we are preparing. 5 models in total. The first, the Grip It. Grip It is made in Italy and specifically for kids, not a shoe for adults made in a smaller size. It is a climbing shoe with a technical concept for the kids. First is wide shape and comfortable. Second is super soft with no midsole. The kids can wear it without feeling any pain and having the maximum of the sensitivity under their feet. This helps to develop in the best way their movement skills without hurting their feet. An important detail, the closing system. It is adjustable and it covers several sizes of the feet that are growing fast. But let's see the other 4 models, the super tools for every level. I will just introduce them in order of their capacity of supporting the weight of the climber, starting from the softest and lighter and finishing with the most supporting one. All of these shoes are conceived for a different terrain of use and or for different needs of the climbers, from indoor to outdoor, from vertical to very overhanging walls. First, the mantra. It is the softest, the lightest, really minimalistic, no midsole, and the real sleeper, with no closing system like straps or laces. It is conceived for indoor, and on it specifically for bouldering or training. It is super fun shoes to use. You can feel really everything and smear it in every kind of shape of the footholds, especially like in big volumes, rounded, or like flat stuff. Okay, second, the Futura, maybe the most versatile one, performing very well in indoor, both on big volumes and on more normal footholds. It has a small concave midsole, which in synergy with P3 helps to keep the downturn shape for the entire life of the shoes. Third, the real new entry, the last born in the family, the Mandala. It is maybe the most performant one of the entire line. It works very well in indoor, but when we developed it, we really thought to outdoor climbing. Indeed, the Mandala, made with a longer midsole, is a bit more supportive than the Futura, and it works super well on the rear rock. Last but not least, the Genius, the laced one of the line. Thanks to the lacing system, which can compress more the foot, it is definitely the most supportive of the line, and so it works better on rear rock. Okay, this is a complete family, both in the aesthetic side and in the substance. Let's talk about the aesthetic. They share the same colors, black and white, to create a family feeling. And we decided to make them just in unisex version, not man and woman. Why? You know that the difference in between our man and woman models is in the consistency. These tools are already very minimalistic and soft, so there is no reason to produce every model in two versions. More than that, in base of the sizes, we already used thicker materials for the big ones. And we are sure that every climber, whatever is its weight, will find his best model in this unisex no-edge line. A very important topic, the consumption. The no-edge shoes last more than the traditional ones for two reasons. They are very soft, and so the weight of the climber is very well distributed in a wider surface. Second, the sole protects the frontal rubber rand, which is always a critical part of the shoe in terms of consumption. In any case, the no-edge shoes are resolable even more easily than the traditional one. They share also the same packaging, which I forgot here, but I don't know where it is. Eccolo qua, this one, with a no-edge size, which is very pretty to stock it. But I prefer to talk about what they have in common in the substance, in their sole, because this is what makes these climbing shoes extraordinary. When I go climbing for myself and I don't have to test some specific shoes, I mean when I go for my personal, pure enjoyment of climbing, I go with no-edge shoes. Because these tools, with their shape so ergonomic, which is really like the shape of the human foot, gives me the chance of feeling everything under my foot and on the sides of it, where it sticks on the wall, both in indoor climbing and in the real rock. They adapt to everything in the best way, so my foot adapts in the footholds on the natural way, and in the end my entire body can adapt to the wall in the best way. Climbing with no-edge shoes is really climbing with no edges, is having the feeling of a more rounded climbing. It's more natural, it's more like an animal. Believe me, a no-edge shoe is for the climber before everything a big opportunity. The opportunity of having a better and deeper experience of climbing.